Hello everyone and welcome to my Vorkath guide for beginners.
Hello there.
Now if you're here because you want to try and get a kill for the quest Dragon Slayer 2, you want to get your first KC, or maybe you've done your first KC and now you're looking at trying to just earn some GP through Vorkath. Now this is a complete beginner's guide for everybody that's coming into this, so this is going to be the most budget setup I can think of, the mid-tier one, and kind of end game where I am anyway. So I hope you enjoy. Please stay around. I'm going to try and make this as quick and as good as I can, but there's going to be quite a lot of information coming your way. Right guys, so this is the most cheapest budget setup I think we can do for Vorkath, right? Because obviously Vorkath is quite a high level boss, so this is the cheapest setup I think we can realistically do. So looking at how much it's going to cost us, it's going to cost us 135k. That's with two different types of bolts. So that's really cheap, to be honest. We've got the diamond bolts and we've got the ruby bolts. Fantastic. So if we look at the stats now of the equipment that we have, ignore the car in the background. We've got the archer helm. That's a really good buy, to be honest. It gives you loads. Now the ruby bolts, I think the ruby bolts are probably the only one really that I'd say is absolutely vital, because I even use these on the high setup as well. The ruby bolt E's are fantastic. The diamond bolt E's, yes, you can bring them. If you can't afford to bring them for whatever reason, at least go for the ruby bolts, because the ruby bolts are definitely going to be your number one. Anti-dragon shield, this is the cheapest shield, it's like 100 GP. Amulet of glory, again, just a very basic glory. You got the basic accumulator, which I think is mid out of all the accumulators and others, but the first one's rubbish. I mean, if you've unlocked Vorkath anyway, you're going to be using this accumulator. The rune crossbow, the most basic crossbow I think you can realistically use at Vorkath. And then you've got the black d'hide body, the black d'hide chaps, and the van braces. It's just standard, it's not god tier. Then we've got the mixed hide boots. These are pretty much new into the game. Well, not so much new, but they are new, and I think they're a fantastic choice. They give you a bit of bonuses and a few things. And then the ring of life, it's a very cheap ring. So I think realistically this is going to be our cheapest setup. Okay, so now I'm going to go through the inventory for the cheap setup. I do just want to say before we go any further, we do have the salve amulet now. The salve amulet comes in two different types, and the reason why I didn't show it originally is because it is locked behind a quest, and just the standard one, the salve amulet E, only gives you 20% undead if you use melee, so you do have to enchant it and imbue it to get 20% on all styles. Now, as a really budget setup guide and stuff, I'm going to presume that you don't have the salve amulet enchanted and imbued, so that's the reason why I went with the glory. But if you do have it for whatever reason, please 100% make sure you use this. Right, so guys, now I have made my inventory ready for this. So what we're going to do is we are going to have a look at this. So first of all, my backpack cost me 112,000. Okay, so 112,000 with 135k setup, you're looking at sub 280, 290k. Okay, just go and get a kill. You're going to be making more than that probably in your first kill. So let's have a look at what I've got here. Now, the Slayer Staff. The Slayer Staff is actually optional, to be honest with you. Like, the Slayer Staff is optional, okay? So, you don't have to take the Slayer Staff, but what we want to be doing is we want to be casting the Crumble Undead spell. Now, when you equip the Slayer Staff, you can actually do it, so it auto-casts the Crumble Undead. So, I find it a lot easier just to do the switch like this, to then kill one of Vorkath's undead zombies that flies at you, and he can hit up to like a 50 or a 60 on you. So I do find it a lot easier just to have the Slayer Staff. Now, it's totally up to you. You can manually click it and then cast it, which is what I did when I first started Vorkath, and I found it a lot harder. So it's just an extra click, really. The Slayer Staff, you click it, and then that's it. You go back to the rune crossbow. So really, it's up to you, but I will 100% recommend the Slayer Staff. It's very cheap as well. Now, Monkfish is only 500 GP each. It's a good healing item, to be honest. Very cheap. You know, it's very efficient, very cheap, very easy to use. You know, it's just an all-round good piece of healing food. So yeah, I'll go for Monkfish anyway. So we've got the Slayer Staff for the Crumble Undead. We've got the Monkfish. We've got the Diamond Bolt E, which we will use for when Vorkath is around 200 HP. Now, I've got the Divine Raging Potion. This is a bit more expensive than the normal one, but I do think it's better because there's less clicks for you and the range doesn't decrease over time. You want to be hitting the most DPS against Vorkath, so I do recommend the Divine. Anti-venom plus 4, again, I think it's the best one you can do. Look, don't cheap out on supplies when it comes to potions, because they're going to just basically allow you to have more DPS during the fight. So I would 100% recommend the anti-venom plus 4, okay? The extended super anti-fire, okay, again, I do recommend having the best super anti-fire. This lasts 6 minutes as well, so it's 1 click. You can probably get, some people probably get 3 kills in that time, maybe even 4 kills if you're super hot, but at the moment, at the beginning, it's just 1 click for you, so it's going to be a really easy kill, okay? And then 2 prayer potions will be more than enough for 1 kill. Probably it's overkill, but maybe you can do a second one if you feel confident, but 2 anyway. Now, the Crumble Undead spell requires air, earth, and chaos. If you don't have a rune pouch, I'd recommend buying one. Or earning one through numerous ways around the game, but if you don't have one, then just make sure you've got all these runes in your inventory. Now, getting to Vorkath. Vorkath is in Relica. Yeah, it's in Relica. Don't know what happened there. Anyway, ignore it, boys. What? You made the stupid noise, not me. Anyway, Relica. So, we're in Relica. So, Relica, I put my house to Relica anyway. I put my house to Relica because it's a very simple walk, right? And that's where we're going to go. Now, you can do the enchanted lyring. I don't know how you say that, Leary. I do have that in my bank. I've used that before. But the house portal is probably the easiest. Now, there is a Slayer... There is a Slayer Fairy Ring, which is DKS at the top. You can use that and run down. I think you can also buy a tab off the GE. There's a few ways to get to Relica, okay? Look, if you're doing Vorkath, you're probably going to know how to get here, but I would definitely just recommend moving your house portal and then just jumping out of your house, okay? So, this is how I get to Relica. So, what I would do, first of all, is I would just go teleport to house. Now, this is my house. So, I will go over here. I will sit my range potion. Drink. So, go back to 100%. Okay? Then, we will literally just run straight down here, pretty much northeast. Northwest, sorry, not northeast. Now, this is my potions, as you can see here. I will put my potions roughly here. Now, when Vorkath's health bar is here, you'll see why. So we've got a 2007 gear in here. Hello, dude. So, now you want to just press Ungale, I don't know how you say that. Now, you're going to run up here, straight up. We've got a elitist here. Right, climb over, okay? Now, if you want to pause the video right now and copy what I've done here, you can. So it's 2 tiles in, then it's a mark, nothing, mark. So mark, nothing, mark, nothing, mark, and then this is only 2 tiles in, and then basically the first one next to the rock, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 up, 1, then it's 4 across, straight to Vorkath. Okay, now this is the reason we're doing this is because this is basically when we has the acid spit. This is how we're going to basically get away from it. This will look complicated if this is your first kill, but I promise you it's not. Okay, I'm going to walk you through it. So we've sipped our Divine Raging Potion. Now, activate Quick Prayers. Protect from missiles if we're using range. Now, I've got Rigor. Just use whatever you've got that will make your range better, okay? So if it's Eagle Eye, Rigor, I'm going to presume you've got Rigor, okay? Now, we're going to sip a Anti-Fire, Anti-Venom, and now we're going to poke him. Do our Quick Prayers, run back to the middle. Take run off, okay? And now attack him. It's going to be very simple, okay? Right, so the purple, he deactivates the Quick Prayers. We just click him again. Now, this is the spit attack, so you 100% need to move 2 spaces away when he does that, or else that can one-shot you. And then you can see I just went 2 spaces across. Now, acid. Now, you're going to walk back down. Now, this is what happens. See how quickly you get hit? Now, the Ring of Life activated. So, this is what happens, right? If you're not paying attention, that's how quickly the acid can get you, okay? Hello, right, we are here with the cheap setup. Hello. So, what we've got going on is we're going to drink our Divine Raging Potion. We are going to drink the Anti-Venom. We are going to drink the Extended Super Anti-Fire. We are going to make sure our Quick Prayers are set to protect from missiles, rigger or eagle eye. We are going to press that. We are going to press Vorkath. We're going to go to the backpack. We're going to run it over here. Very, very simple, boys and girls. We're going to toggle the runner. Now we are going to kill Vorkath. Now we're going to run away from that because that's a one shot. Bam, straight away, easy. Now we're going to just basically watch what he does. Now step back into the middle, attack Vorkath. Ah, there we go, he's done it again. Now we move out the way. Now we do this one. Now are we going to get the freeze or are we going to get the acid? Now let's see what happens. Oh, we got the freeze. So click the Slayer staff, click the floor, click your prayer, click the zombie. Now perfect time to heal. Right, back to the rune crossbow, back to the prayer flick. Boom, easy, click Vorkath. Now move out the way. Bam, click Vorkath, move out the way. Move out of the way. He's doing these a lot. He don't normally get this many. Click the prayer if you need to. Now, he's done another one. Click the food if you're going to be low, because you're going to be taking probably a lot of damage with the cheap setup. Right, now, we just go down here. Acid. Now, look at the true child indicator. Now, the blue is where we actually are. So, we always want to make sure we are always moving during this section. So, what I do is I click on here, and then I do the walk here. Watch my character walk. Then I click the walk here. Easy, 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 easy. Now, we go back in the middle. We press the prayer. Now, we attack Vorkath. Simple. Now, basically, we're going to just repeat this the whole time. Move out of the way of that. Attack Vorkath. Walk back in the middle. Attack Vorkath. There we go, all combat achieved. Master, I got my 100th kill on Vorkath, and I made some money. There we go. We got Vorkath Master, that was a 6-minute kill, that is terrible. Wow. That is just a real life show. See how much money we got off that kill, okay? Just to show. That's more than the setup was, okay? That is more than our setup cost, okay? So we've already made money, okay? So now I'm going to show you what a mid-tier setup is. Right, so guys, this is the mid setup, okay? Mid, now, there's a lot of different options we can kind of go for mid, okay? Mid is quite... Mid's basically what you can afford till you get the top stuff, really. So... let's have a look how much this one costs, okay? So, overall, this is a 14 mil set, okay? So, we have gone from 100k to 14 mil. But the thing is, a lot of things are optional, okay? So, we're going to look at what we got here, okay? So, Barrow's gloves, they are from Recipe for Disaster. I think they're like top tier gloves. You pretty much are going to be keeping these for ages. But you can still keep the black D-hide from the last one. Okay, I've gone for Armadillo D-hide boots, okay? So, we got some God boots. I've gone for 4 carols, okay? But you can go for D-hide if you want the prayer bonus, because obviously the prayer is not quite high. Now, Fury, but realistically, I want you to be having the Salve Amulet, okay? The Salve Amulet's a lot better, but the Fury, so whichever. I'm going to be using the Salve Amulet, but you should have this by now. The Accumulator, the big upgrade, the Dragon's Crossbow. We got the Dragonfire Shield as well over the normal one. And we got the Archer's Ring imbued, okay? That's what we want to be going for. So this is a setup. We can also do full D-hide, God D-hide if you want. You can stick to the Rune Crossbow. But I would try and recommend this kind of being like a mid-tier setup for you, okay? That's what we're going to do. Now we're going to do the... Right, so guys, this is the mid-tier, kind of mid-tier kill, okay? So, same as always, you drink your pot, you drink your anti-venom, you drink your super extended, you poke him, you run back, you do your quick prayers, take your run off, and now you shoot him, okay? And then we'll see how this kill goes. Right guys, that is the kill. We can take our loot. So that one there was 4 minutes and 1 second. Again, it's still not my fastest, but this is kind of like the realization of what this is going to look like with somebody with 83 range, kind of a mid-tier setup. But we did have the amulet this time, so it's a lot better. Right, I'm going to do what I would say is a high-level setup for me, and I'll be back with that, okay? Right, guys, so we are at a way different level now, okay? So this is my best setup. I have used Masori before, but I couldn't really afford to keep it, so I'm just using the Elite Void at the moment. Okay, so equipment. Let's have a look at what we got, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so we've got full Void Elite. Okay, I've just got the pack on it at the moment that makes it look cool. We got the Dragon Hunter crossbow, fantastic crossbow. We get a 20% extra against Vorkath. We have got the Avaz Assembler, which is a Vorkath head and an accumulator, which is this person's wearing there. You just put a Vorkath head in it. We got the D-High boots still. You can buy the Pegasus boots. I just want to say you can use the Peggy boots. I don't think the Peggy boots are worth £38 million, which is what they are at right now. I've now got the Ring of Suffering, which is imbued as well with the recoil, so I use that for the defensive. We've got the Dragon Fire Ward, which is fantastic again. We've got the Ruby Dragon Bolt Ease, and we've got the Salve Amulet imbued and enchanted. Okay, so if we're going to look at how much this costs, okay. Wrong one twice. Come on. Right, so PK active. We are risking 81 million. 85 mil, okay, so this is how much this setup kind of costs, but void and everything, okay. And then inventory, pretty much the same. We've just got the Diamond Dragon Bolt Ease, we've got an Anglerfish, we've got Manta Rays, and yeah, this is pretty much it. Basically, what I'm going to do now is teleport to my house. I will come over here, next to my pool. I will drink my ranging potion. I will drink that. I will eat my anglerfish. And then I will run out the portal. Okay, and I'll get back to you when I get to the fight. Right, guys, we're at Vorkath. So, we've already drank our range pot. We drink our anti-venom. I didn't bring an anti-fire. Hello. So, drink all your pots, yeah? So, you drink your aging potion. You drink your anti-venom. You drink your super anti-fire, okay? Now, we poke this geezer in the head. Pokey poke poke. Now toggle run. Toggle prayers. Now let's get this big boy. Right, guys, that is it. That is the kill. A hell of a lot easier. Hell of a lot quicker. So that one was 2 minutes 30. So we've gone from 6 minutes to 2 minutes 30. So right, guys, so this is basically just my first ever old school RuneScape YouTube video. I just wanted to do a very quick guide, well, what I thought was quick, about Vorkath. Any questions, please drop below. Thank you for watching. It's been your boy, Man Like P. I'll see you soon, man. I appreciate you.